Why you have written LLB 5 years?
So because there are two programs regarding LLB at the contemporary situation. So the one is the external law and the others are the internal laws, and even in internal laws there is 3-year LLB and 5-year LLB. However, it has now been stopped by the Pakistan Bar Council, the 3-year law. That is reason why we actually mention
Okay.
it's a 5-year law.
Introduce yourself.
Assalamu alaikum. My name is Adil Riaz and I belong to Mandi Bhavdi. As far as my earlier education is concerned, I got my earlier education till intermediate from my hometown, and later on I joined 𝐀𝐃𝐈𝐋 University where I pursued law and graduated with distinction there. However, during my whole academic career, I was also involved in number of societies and number of welfare work, which also include teaching the orphan students and other stuff. Along with that, I was also involved in debates, law moves, and acclamation. All of these things inculcated few traits within me, including leadership qualities, teamwork, and other things, and also a realization within me to serve the public. Later on, I joined Provincial Management Services, and currently I'm under training. I'm probationer officer at MPDT Lahore.
So why you want to quit provincial service?
So, as far as the issue with the there is no issue with the provincial management services, but when we compare it with PMS with CSS, so we see that in CSS the scope and extent is way more, and we got to serve in the whole Pakistan as compared to the PMS service. Moreover, the upward mobility in terms of CSS is way more, and there are more opportunities in federal services as compared to the provincial services.
Okay. And you want to join PS service, that's first preference.
Yes, sir.
Why?
So there are a number of reasons for that. Firstly, I have had experience of provincial management services, so it will also align with that thing that I'm already under training in provincial management services, and if I join Pakistan Administrative Services, so I would it would be more aligned with the training which I am getting. Secondly, the scope of Pakistan Administrative Services is more wide as compared to other groups, and moreover you got to have better interaction with the public. So the real gist to serve the public at large comes under the particular scope of Pakistan Administrative Services.
And why you should be selected for this service?
Sir, I think there are a number of factors which I think make me eligible for this particular service. Firstly, I'll start with my personal reasons. Firstly, I have a degree in law, and that aids into me to not only to understand the legal and constitutional matters, but also the administrative matters at large. Secondly, as far as my experience is concerned, so that also aids to my particular addition capability to get into this service. And thirdly, I have number of experiences regarding teamwork, particularly public service, and even the leadership qualities which make me eligible for this particular group.
One of your strengths is resilience.
Yes, sir.
What is the meaning of resilience?
So resilience is basically is a trait that makes you stand even in the particular events or the times of hardships. So even if you are facing some hardships, even you are at your lower state, you just stand there and you kept working hard, and the day will come definitely that on that particular day you'll achieve your goal.
As a nation, are we resilient?
As far as Pakistan is concerned, if we talk about generally, yes, we are resilient. That is, and the evidence lies in the fact that we are still striving and we are still growing in a better position. And it's been around 76 years that we are making it to that front, because if we look into the archives of history, there were people who used to say that Pakistan won't survive a single year, but Pakistan has survived that, not only economically, financially, but also politically and socially. So yes, we are resilient as a nation.
We have also lost half of the country.
Sir, that is a part of the thing, but still resilience itself is a trait that shows that even if you fail at some point, you should keep working hard. You should keep on going. You should not stand there that I have lost something, so this is the end of myself. So you should keep on going. That also shows the resilience on the part of us.
People have no other choice. That's the problem. Okay, they are poor, they are illiterate, they are facing the criminals. There are so many problems, and you still call them resilience. After all, they have to bear all these things, and they have to. They have no other option.
Sir,
So उनमें उसका क्या कमाल हुआ नेशन का कि जनाब हो गए हम resilient हैं.
Sir, optimistically, when we look generally as a nation, I think it is the resilience on the part of the masses, the citizens of Pakistan, that they still have faith on the country as a whole, that one day we'll definitely at a position where we'll be. In the past, we also have came forward, and we have also came through these difficult situations, and we will definitely come out of these situations as well.
Which nation is more resilient, Pakistan or Bangladesh?
Sir, I think as when we both have different situations, both have different case studies, so both are resilient on as per their own circumstances. But since both have different backgrounds and both have different scenarios, so we can't say that this is resilient and this is not.
No, you convince me that Pakistan is more resilient as compared to Bangladesh. They have gone ahead politically, economically, and culturally, and economically. So we have not.
Sir, I will
followed that
give
stage.
one argument in the favor of this thing, that Pakistan is more resilient than Bangladesh, by stating the fact at when we basically got independence, we were at way worse condition as compared to the Bangladesh. So Bangladesh had the scare meal in terms of military, in terms of finances and everything. Moreover, the debt proportion that they received as compared to the actual Pakistan that we are sitting in today was way less. But when we talk about the early struggles of Pakistan, that were way difficult as compared to Bangladesh. So I think Pakistan has been more resilient than Bangladesh.
Tell me, where do you see Pakistan after 5 years?
Sir, after 5 years, I see Pakistan at developing in not only in terms of financially but also politically, because with the going on passing time, we are basically developing democratically and politically as well, and that will lead us towards an economic development as well. But definitely, it's not a matter of one day or 2 day that we become a developed nation. Obviously, it will take time, but I see Pakistan developing, and moreover, that is in the positive shift.
If you compare the various indexes, SDI index, freedom index, democracy index, economic index, right? Pakistan has not produced good impression. And how they are going to change within 5 years, that everything will be in positive. Terrorism is on the rise, okay, and the public frustration is on the rise, inflation is on the rise.
Sir, future predictions are always done based on the previous experiences. When we see previously the history of Pakistan, we have had faced these problems even in the past, but we have come forward from those difficulties. So I think the establishment of a democratic government and the smooth transition of power will definitely result in the political stability, and that will result in economic stability as well. So political will is something that will enable us to come out from these difficulties, and the future is definitely bright when the things goes on developing, and anything even as 1% of development is something that is a positive thing on the part of any country. So definitely Pakistan will also come out with these from these problems.
Okay, to what extent Nawaz Sharif is going to help Pakistan, because he has come back and they are raising the slogans कि सब ठीक करेगा. So do you think Nawaz Sharif can deliver?
Sir, I personally believe that no single individual can do that. There is need for the political consensus. Unless and until all the political parties come up with a political consensus and they come up with a particular political will, that they will basically place the national interest and the collective interest ahead of their personal interests, that will result into the better future of Pakistan. So I don't think so. Even a single, no single political leader or a political party would definitely be somehow a panacea to basically come up from these solutions. So I think a collective effort and a collective political will would be required.
Okay. What is the impact of Hamas war on the Muslim world?
So, impact of a mass war on the Muslim world can be seen from two or three perspectives. Firstly, it has raised question on those countries who have somehow recognized Israel, and there was a perspective on their part that this will result in the ending the war or the ending of the conflict, that we are basically cooling down this particular incident. However, it has also raised questions on the perspective of Muslim countries, that either they are basically supporting what. On one hand, we are basically claiming to the fact that there should not be use of force or threat to use of force, and on the other hand, we are claiming that there should be a right of self-determination. But overall, as a whole, I think the main important challenge and the impact on the Muslim countries is that, especially for those countries, that firstly, that those who have already recognized this particular Israel, there is a question on them that there is a miscalculation on their part, and secondly, the impact would be definitely in the coming days would be that whether those countries that are left behind are how they are going to take the stance on this particular thing.
Is there also going to be a global impact?
Sir, definitely we are, the world order is shifting from bipolarity to multipolarity, and we have seen it through number of economic corridors, political and geo-economic alliances. So definitely any start of the war or any kind of conflict would definitely makes the countries to divide into two or three groups. So it would definitely have impact the like Ukraine-Russia war had, like any other war had. So it would definitely impact different countries and even at a global level.
Can you tell me the boundaries of Ukraine?
Sorry, sir, I'm unable to recognize that, but I'll look into it afterwards.
Okay. Can you tell me the boundaries of Gaza?
Sir, I remember the particular area that it had, that is 365 square kilometer, 20 kilometer on the lengthwise and 7 to 8 kilometer on the widthwise. So that is almost 365 square kilometer.
My question is, tell me the boundaries of Gaza.
So if you allow me to answer, on the one side there is a Mediterranean Sea, on the other side there is Egypt, and I'm unable to recognize the other side. So I'll look into it afterwards.
Okay. Can you tell me the boundaries of West Bank?
No, sir, I'm unable to recognize it.
Okay. Why we have two groups in Palestine, Hamas and the Palestinian Authority?
So basically, that was the result of, after this happened, after the creation of a Palestine Liberation Organization, after the first Arab-Israel war, and later on in 1887 when the Hamas emerged. So there are two groups. The one is something that is very reactionary or conservative approach, and one with a liberal approach. So this particular thing is not inherent within the nature of human beings, and in the similar way within the nature of all the nation. So there would always be two ideologies whenever whenever we are living. So these two groups are somehow, I think, is the innate behavior of the people. So one side we have those who claim that we should take the whole of Israel. Other hand, we see a liberal approach on the part of liberation organization, that we come up towards a settlement on a two nation solution.
Name the various issues which are spoiling the relationship between Israel and the Palestinians.
I said the foremost issue, which is basically the core of this particular issue, is regarding the status of Jerusalem. So from even the resolution UNGA, United Nations General Assembly resolution of 181, it also stated back then there must be one Arab state, one Israel state, and there should be the particular area of Jerusalem should be somehow controlled internationally. So that basically provoked the situation. Even now, when we see the first issue is that of the status of Jerusalem. Second issue that is regarding the Golan Heights, that is with the Egyptian things, that the Israel issue along with that. But now the important, in the current scenario, the important issue that internationally we can see is the human rights basically violation and atrocities that are happening in the Palestine.
Can you tell me some more issues between both the parties?
No, sir, I am unable to recognize and basically recall others, so I'll
Okay.
go into it afterwards.
Have you heard of Islamic Jihad?
In the sense of Israel?
Yeah.
No, sir. I'll look into it afterward. My apologies.
So you are not aware that what Islamic Jihad is doing?
No, sir.
Okay. Gaza has a military wing which attacked the Israelis. Can you name that
Sir,
wing?
the only wing I know is, I think, Hamas. That is,
Hamas. The group Hamas has two groups. Which group has operated against Israel?
sir, I don't know. I'll look into it afterwards. My apologies.
Okay. Now my question is that tell me about the irritants between Pakistan and Taliban.
So the major irritant between Pakistan and the Taliban is firstly the 𝐀𝐃𝐈𝐋 Pakistan. So if you are talking about the Taliban, Afghan Taliban, so the first main irritant is the 𝐀𝐃𝐈𝐋 Pakistan, because there we see Pakistan miscalculated the fact that with the particular emergence of Taliban government in the Kabul, there would be somehow stability in the region, because they will use their leverage on the 𝐀𝐃𝐈𝐋 Pakistan. But that didn't happen, because afterwards they just revoked the ceasefire, and the terrorism and insurgency got risen overall. Second main issue is regarding the particular fencing of that border, and plus moreover the issue arisen regarding the illegal trades. There was somehow human trafficking, and now the major issue rise after all these scenarios, the repatriation of Afghan Muhajirin that are basically illegally residing in Pakistan.
And what about the water issue?
Sir, I don't have the knowledge about it, but I'll definitely look into it afterwards.
Do you know something about Kabul River?
No, sir, I'll look into it afterwards.
Okay. You know where Mangla is situated?
No, sir, I'll look into it afterwards. My apologies.
On which river it is situated?
No, sir, I'll look into it afterwards.
Tarbela.
No, sir, I have little knowledge about geography, but
Okay, on which river, if we construct, suppose Kalabagh Dam, right? It would be constructed on which river?
sir, I don't know. I'll look into it afterwards.
And at the moment we are working on Basha Dam. So on which river it is being constructed?
Sir, I'll look into it afterwards. I don't know about it. My
Okay.
apologies.
What are the issues of this Kalabagh Dam?
Sir, regarding Kalabagh Dam, the first issue that is arising is somehow the political issues we talk about. So there is a hue and crew on the part of other provinces like Sindh and KPK as compared with the Punjab. So there is an issue on apportionment of basically the distribution of water. So even in the under the umbrella of ISRA, there is a particular committee on the apportionment of water that basically decides how much share of the water will be distributed among them. So that is the major issue within the creation of this. And moreover, there are also some security concerns regarding that. So these are the major issues. Sir, my apologies. If there are other reasons, I'll look into it afterwards.
The people of KP, they have different reasons, and the people of Sindh, they have different reasons to oppose Kalabagh Dam.
Sure, sir. I'll look into it.
Okay. What is the total availability of water in Pakistan?
Sir, I think the total availability is around 1400 cubic, I think. But we are basically wasting around 75% of
Tell
it.
me in million acre feet.
So million acre feet is around, I think, if I'm allowed to guess, that is 1300 something.
Name the non-European countries which are member of NATO.
Sir, I'm unable to recall that. My apologies, I'll look into
How
that.
many countries right, are member of NATO?
Sir, I think for the time being, there are 28 countries which are now the members of.
Okay. And what do you know about Eurasian Union?
Sir, I'm unable to recall that. I'll look into it afterwards.
Can you tell me the philosophy of Nizam al-Mulk 𝐀𝐃𝐈𝐋 𝐑𝐈𝐀?
Sir, Nizam al-Mulk 𝐂𝐶's philosophy is regarding the philosophy of kingship. So he has laid down the philosophy that in every particular society or any nation, God chooses some people who have the ability to lead them, and these people, or the particular one who is being chosen by the Allah Almighty, is basically the king. And moreover, the important aspect of his philosophy was that there should not be dichotomy between the politics and the particular religion.
How do you compare 𝐂𝐶's philosophy with Farabi and Mawardi?
Sir, as far as the political philosophy of Farabi is concerned, so that's the philosophy of Raisul Awwal. So in the philosophy of Farabi, there was somehow a compact on the renunciation of the rights, and moreover, the particular characteristics that are being given by Farabi were ideal in nature. They were not that much realistic, and even it has given the option for the states that they can even go for the hereditary leadership, or they can even go for a combination of leadership of 205. As compared to 𝐂𝐶, there is no such thing available, because he believed that there is only one person. And as far as the Mawardi is concerned, it's the philosophy of Mawardi is regarding the theory of Imamat. So that believes that there must be an imam, and that can be appointed through succession or nomination. And there was an aspect in that particular sense, that was the undue, that is unquestionable obedience. That is present in philosophy of 𝐂𝐶 as well as Mawardi, but that is not present in case of Farabi.
Okay, what is the political system of Iran?
So, as far as the political system of Iran, it is something very significant, because there is a supreme leader, but at the upper hand of the supreme leader, there is assembly of experts that make up of 88 members. So, under the supreme leader, there is a guardian council, which is of 12 members. 6 is being appointed by the supreme leader, and 6 by the general public, and they are somehow the judges as well. And there lays down the legislature, executive, and the judiciary. So they basically, even the legislature, executive, and judiciary basically take their powers from the guardian council. So guardian council is somehow an advisory thing, and that has somehow a leverage. Supreme leader has leverage over it. So this is the particular breakdown of the political structure of Iran.
How do you differentiate Guardian Council from Islamic Revolutionary Guard Corporation?
So, sir, I don't have any idea about that, but I'll look into it.
Thank you, Janab.
Thank you very much, sir.
Adil Jihad, you are a very strong candidate,
Thank you, sir.
and hopefully you will make it
Inshallah,
and you will achieve your objective. What happened in your first attempt?
Sir, I failed Islamic studies by 38 marks. There by 2 marks. I had 728 marks in my written except Islamic studies.
माइनस करके
Yes, sir.
कब किस साल में अपीयर हुए थे
In
आप?
2022.
सबसे पहले तो आपकी अपीयरेंस, आपका गेटअप, माशाल्लाह यू आर फाइन, ओके, लुकिंग गुड,
Thank you, sir.
वेल ड्रेस्ड, एंड you are quite confident, composed, but you are a very serious personality. To try to make your expressions pleasant,
Sure, sir.
okay, and you will look good that way. Again, your communication skills are fine. You are a good communicator, and you have good command on the vocabulary, good selection of the words, good accent, and good rhythm. Okay, so everything is fine with it. Now, on the other side, let's see the other areas which we have touched. We did not touch your hobby, and we talked about the resilience, and I was satisfied with the arguments you have given that we are a resilient nation, and you also satisfied me in comparison with Bangladesh. Similarly, when I ask you about Pakistan after 5 years, now I would suggest you that when you have this kind of scenario, so don't keep it one-sided.
Sure, sir.
Okay, because then everybody will be talking in the pragmatic way. Everybody would be giving the plus points. उसमें clearly ये होता है, अगर अच्छा आप जवाब देना चाहें तो आप कहें कि दे after 5 years we are not sure where we would be. Okay, क्योंकि हमें देखिए हर साल हमारे 5 साल बाद आपके यहाँ वो इकनॉमिक प्लान बनता है, आपके यहाँ पॉलिसीज़ बनती हैं, और उनके बारे में जो गवर्नमेंट जो होती हैं वो उनके बारे में बड़ा वो होपफुल होती हैं, ऑप्टिमिस्टिक होती हैं, लेकिन डिलीवर नहीं होता. सारी पॉलिसीज़ अल्टीमेटली फेल हो जाती हैं, और अल्टीमेटली ग्रेजुअली वी हैव ड्रिफ्टेड बैकवर्ड इन इकोनॉमिक्स एंड इन पॉलिटिक्स. सो इसलिए हकीकत ये है, आप उसको कहें सर there are two possible scenarios. Number one, now you give your positive arguments.
Okay.
And number two, right, the other side, that where we are going to be. And then wrap up, usko summarize you कीजिए कि I am on the whole, that if we do this, right, we are going to be on the positive side.
Sure, sir.
ठीक. तो अब देखिए ना, नवाज शरीफ का नारा ये है कि जब सब ठीक करेगा आके, और क्या वो कौम को बेवकूफ़ बना रहे हैं कि जरा हर चीज़ का मसला उसके, तो इन्फ्लेशन को क्या करेगा, इकॉनमी को क्या करेगा, डेट को क्या करेगा, डिवैल्यूएशन को क्या करेगा, वो क्या पॉलिटिकल कॉम्प्रोमाइज़ करेगा बाकी उनके साथ. तो अगेन ये कौम को सिर्फ वही एक फेक होप्स देने वाली बात है. तो आपको प्रोविंशियल मैनेजमेंट सर्विस के बारे में भी आपका आंसर अच्छा था. इसके में स्कोप ज़्यादा है, इसके इंटरेक्शन ज़्यादा है, और डाइवर्सिटी ज़्यादा है, और इसके अलावा भी आप बता सकते हैं कि उसमें, हाँ आपने ख़ुद ही बात कर दी थी कि इसमें सर्वर स्ट्रक्चर भी बेहतर है, जॉब सिक्योरिटी, और प्लस आप पीएमएस सर्विस के हवाले से ये कह सकते हैं, अगर आप कहना चाहें तो, कि पीएमएस सर्विस का जो प्रमोशन ग्राफ है वो स्लो है.
Yes.
और अल्टीमेटली क्या होता है कि हम अल्टीमेटली, राइट, वी आर रूल्ड बाय द पीएस ऑफिसर. हालांकि आपने भी किया हुआ है, लेकिन पीएस ऑफिसर्स, राइट, दे डोमिनेट एंड दे गेट टाइमली प्रमोशन, and you people have very slow promotion. That is also a point. तो पर्सनल लेवल पे आपने बताया कि आपका एक लॉ का एक्सपीरियंस, लॉ, सेकेंडली आपका ये अभी एक्सपीरियंस, एंड तीसरा पब्लिक सर्विस. वेरी गुड आंसर. सेल्फ इंट्रोडक्शन थोड़ा सा लंबा था, इसको आप थोड़ा सा स्क्वीज़ कीजिएगा.
Sure, sir.
उसके बाद आपसे हमने इम्पैक्ट ऑफ हमास वॉर पूछा. उसमें कुछ आप क्लियरली नहीं आइडेंटिफाई कर सके कि जो कंट्रीज़ जिनके साथ रिलेशनशिप है उन पे क्या इम्पैक्ट होगा. जो कंट्रीज़ सऊदी अरेबिया जैसे कंट्रीज़ हैं जो कि इज़राइल के साथ रप्रोचमा करने जा रहे थे, उनका क्या रिस्पॉन्स है, और इसी तरह OIC, गल्फ़ काउंसिल, राइट, इन सब के क्या इनके ऊपर कमेंट्री आपको करनी चाहिए थी पूरी इस्लामिक वर्ल्ड के हवाले से, इंक्लूडिंग पाकिस्तान का अगर कोई उसमें इफ़ेक्ट था. तो پھر وہ جغرافی آپ کی ویک نکلی انفارچونیٹلی، حالانکہ آپ کے پاس انفارمیشن تو بہت اسٹرانگ ہے، لیکن آپ نے ان ایریا میں بہت کویشچن مس کیے ہیں۔ اس کے بعد یوکرین کی باؤنڈریز آپ نے دیکھو نا، 1.5 سال سے وار ہو رہی ہے، 2.25 سال ہو گئے ہیں، تو اس کا مطلب ہے کہ ابھی تک آپ نے کبھی باؤنڈریز نہیں دیکھی، یا کبھی غزہ اور ویسٹ بینک کی باؤنڈریز نہیں دیکھی، تو اس کو دیکھ لیں اور چیزیں سمجھ میں آ جائے گی، پتہ چل جائے گا غزہ کس طرح سے اٹیچ ہے ایجپٹ کے ساتھ، اور باقی 2 سائڈس پہ وہ اسرائیل ہے اور ایک سائڈ پہ میڈیٹرینین سی ہے۔ اس طرح ویسٹ بینک کے ایک طرف وہ تینوں طرف سے اسرائیل میں گھرا ہوا ہے، چوتھی طرف جارڈن ہے، اور ان کے درمیان ہے جارڈن ریور اینڈ ڈیڈ سی، وہ نقشہ پتہ چل جائے گا۔ اس کے بعد آپ سے گولان ہائٹس کا آپ نے بتایا ایشو جو ہیں، آپ نے نیو سیٹلمنٹس کا ذکر نہیں کیا جو کہ کنسٹرکٹ ہو رہی ہیں، ٹھیک ہے، جو میجر بون آف کنٹینشن ہے۔ تیسرا آپ نے واٹر ڈسٹریبیوشن پہ جو ان کے کانفلکٹ ہے، ریسورس الوکیشن پہ، اس کو آپ کے کامنٹ کرنا چاہیے تھی۔ چوتھے ایکسٹریمسٹ ان دا جوز کمیونٹی who do not want to have any compromise with the Palestinians۔ تو اور 5واں ایشو ہے اس کے اندر ریفیوجیز کا، جو ان کا جب تک فیٹ کیا ہوگا آپ نے، اور دوسرا آپ نے جو باؤنڈریز کی بات کی ہیں، یہ تو ابھی تک پرماننٹ باؤنڈریز جو ہیں وہ بھی ایشو ہے غزہ اور حماس کا، غزہ اور ویسٹ بینک کا، اور سیکنڈلی یروشلم کا فیوچر دیٹ از آلسو ڈسپیوٹیڈ، جو ان اتنے 6-7 ایریاز بنتے ہیں جن کے درمیان جو کانفلکٹ آپ کو آئیڈینٹیفائی کرنا چاہیے تھا۔ پاکستان طالبان میں آپ نے کہا TTP، فینسنگ، آپ نے ٹریڈ، ریفیوجیز، تو آپ نے جو مس کیا وہ آپ نے ڈیورنٹ لائن کو مس کیا۔ طالبان آلسو ڈونٹ ریکگنائز دا ڈیورنٹ لائن۔ پھر جو واٹر ایشو کو آپ نے مس کیا، واٹر کا ایشو یہ ہے کہ ریور کابل ہے، یہ 700 کلومیٹر لانگ ہے، اور یہ افغانستان سے نکلتا ہے، اور 150 کلومیٹر یہ KP میں رن کر کے یہ ریور انڈس میں اٹک کے مقام پہ اس کو مرج کر جاتا ہے۔ تو اس جو پاکستان تو KP کے اندر یہ 140 کلومیٹر ہے، اس میں 2.5 کروڑ جو لوگ ہیں وہ اس پہ ڈپینڈنٹ ہے، اس پانی کے اوپر، اور وہاں کا ایشو یہ ہے کہ وہاں پہ انڈیا نے 10 ڈیم بنائے ہیں ریور کابل کے اوپر، اور ایک انڈیا بہت میجر ڈیم بنا رہا ہے جس کا نام ہے شہتوت ڈیم، $236 ملین کے ساتھ، اور وہ ڈیم بننے کے بعد ہماری پانی کی وہاں پہ یہ جو اویلیبلٹی ہے وہ کم ہو جائے گی، اور ہمارے وہاں پہ جو ایگریکلچرل لینڈ جو ان پہ ڈپینڈنٹ ہے کابل ریور پہ، جو پاپولیشن ڈرنکیبل واٹر کے لیے اس پہ ڈپینڈنٹ ہے، اس پہ اس کا بڑا سیریس امپیکٹ آئے گا۔ اور یہ منگلہ ہے بیرپور ریور، نیلم جیلم اور جیلم بھی، اس کے تربیلا ہے ریور انڈس پہ پشاور کے بعد، اس کے بعد کالا باغ ڈیم بھی آپ نے انڈس پہ ہی بننا تھا، اور بھاشا نے بھی انڈس پہ ہی بننا ہے۔ ہمارے پاس کسی بڑے ڈیم کو بنانے کے لیے سوائے انڈس کے اور کوئی ریور جو دریا ہے نا وہ اس پوزیشن میں نہیں ہے۔ کالا باغ ڈیم کو آپ اسٹڈی کر لیجئے گا، اس کا آنسر آپ کا ایریلیونٹ تھا، اور کالا باغ ڈیم کے جو KP کے کنسرنز ہیں وہی دیکھ لیجئے گا، اور جو سندھ کے کنسرنز ہیں وہ اس کے آپ نے کہا ٹوٹل واٹر اویلیبلٹی آپ نے 1300 MAF کہی ہے، اٹ از 147 MAF۔ اوکے، تھوڑا بہت فرق تو چل جاتا ہے لیکن یہ کافی زیادہ تو تھا۔ نیٹو میں 31 کنٹریز جو ہیں ممبرز ہیں، اوکے، اور یوریشین یونین جو ہے یہ جس طرح یورپین یونین ہے اسی طرح کی رشیا بھی ایک یورپین یونین بنانا چاہتا ہے، وہی جو کنٹری جو کبھی دور ونس پارٹ آف سوویت یونین، پرٹیکولرلی دی ایسٹرن یورپین کنٹریز، یہ ان کو دوبارہ سے ان کے ساتھ جو ہے نا الائنس بلڈ کرنا چاہتا ہے یوریشین یونین، اس کے مقابلے میں. باقی آپ سے تھوڑا سا ہم نے پوچھا تھا، فلاسفیز پوچھی تھیں، ایران کا پولیٹیکل سسٹم بھی پوچھا. تو گارڈین کاؤنسل اسلامک ریولوشنری گارڈ بیسیکلی یہ ملٹری ونگ ہے آرمی کی طرح کا، اور یہ بھی آپریٹ کرتا ہے جب اس کو اسپیشل ٹاسک دیے جاتے ہیں. تو آن دا ہول رائٹ آئی ایم کوائٹ ہوپ فل. یہ چھوٹے موٹے ایریا جو ہیں اس کو ذرا آپ برش اپ کرتے رہیے، پڑھتے رہیے. تو وش گڈ لک.
Thank you, sir.
اینی کویشچن؟
Sir, just wanted to ask regarding those token questions. So I'm having because I have final interview on Monday, that is 6th of November. So I'm left with 3 or 4 days. So in that particular time, I don't think so we can have that much grip on geography or these things, especially the token questions. So either I should give these 4 days on these things, or should I go for the current affairs?
یہ ٹوکن کویشچن کا تو آپ کو پتہ نہیں چل سکتا نا کہ کیا پوچھا جائے گا کیا نہیں پوچھا جائے گا. تو اس لیے آپ اس کو اسٹریس پہ مت لیں، کیونکہ ٹوکن کویشچنز میں کوئی بندہ گیس نہیں کر سکتا جتنا بھی آپ پڑھ لیں. تو الٹیمیٹلی جو اور ایریاز ہیں جیسے آپ کی ڈیپتھ آف نالج، آپ کے ویو پوائنٹس، ان میں آبجیکٹیوٹی ہونی چاہیے، کنونسنگ ایبلٹی ہونی چاہیے جو کہ آپ میں موجود ہے، اسرٹیو اسپیکر ہیں آپ کمیونیکیشن کے حوالے سے، تو آپ کے بہت سارے پازیٹیوز ہیں. آپ نے اسٹریس نہیں لینا کہ آپ کا اگر انٹرویو 6 کو ہے تو آپ روٹین میں جو ایریاز آپ کر رہے ہو انہیں کو آپ دیکھتے جائیں. کسی ایریا کے بارے میں مطلب آپ اس کو ہیڈک مت سمجھیے، اس کو سر پہ سوار نہ کیجیے کہ یہ ٹوکن تو ڈراپ ہونے ہی ہوتے ہیں، کوئی بات نہیں. الٹیمیٹلی اوور آل امپریشن آپ کا، اوور آل جو آپ کی پرفارمنس ہے وہ میجر کی جاتی ہے. اوور آل پرفارمنس آپ کی دے آر ویری گڈ.
Sir, in terms of percentage at the current time یا بھی جو انٹرویو ہوا، how do you rate my performance in this interview?
Very good. A positive.
Sure, sir.
ٹھیک.
Thank you, sir.
ٹھیک.
Thank you.
Good, sir. Good.